buzzwords ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choker, plot prep to the game like I did Vondale. Payback to bitch in his dress. She a bombshell, just dish served cold. I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through. And the damn by King's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new pair of bells.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a
They're one West.
ain't stopped making guns, but they made y'all sick with it. Like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, but they open up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Pay my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. Many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on the throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Stood against all enemies in high school. You forget shit, lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep you lose your mind. Well, from I ain't talking what you see. I never lost soul, losing time. Wasted city, off track. I'm on there. You pray God, hoping He can save you. But it's how about war, and that's a different. It's another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grid. You a big priest. On my increase, and I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad and rap this is knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow up. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cash lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug, I ain't give a fuck. Burned out I was, from hitting licks, in and out and selling nicks in the drug.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on the throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
All right, Shalom Israel. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York. All right, and y'all know we were located at here in St. Louis. About to get this class on. All right. Let me see if we got any. Let me check the Facebook. If we got any questions on the book, all right. Type them in and bear with me. We'll get to you. We'll answer your questions. Got any questions in the class? Go ahead. Go ahead. Nice and loud on the mic, boy.
It's like it, Cap. I got a question. I was speaking to somebody earlier yesterday, and they was asking me about the Adam and Eve breakdown, and I had no clue.
What was their question about it? What did they say? What was they asking?
If one man and one woman, everybody came from that, but I kind of heard that was a group of Adams and Eves, so I didn't know how to answer them, Cap.
A group of Adams and Eves?
Like it was more than one, 2 people.
Where you hear that from?
I don't know. I think the internet or something.
Brother, please don't ever. Oh, see what that is, boy.
I'm coming, sir.
What's up, doctor?
Man, you know me, man.
What's been happening with you?
I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm tired. My
Oh, yeah? You joining us for class tonight?
Huh?
You joining us for class? We have a class right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You needed something?
No, I need the door was locked and I ain't have my key.
Oh, okay. Oh, ain't no thing.
I didn't know y'all was at that.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good.
I'll let you, okay?
I got you, partner.
All right.
All right, man. Look, hey, I know you're doing all the work around here. I know how tired you is.
I'm gonna show you the picture of the burnout, and I'm gonna tell you something happened.
Okay, I got you. All right, now. Yeah, that's one of the brothers that do the maintenance stuff in the building. Yeah. But yeah, you were saying you thought you heard something on the internet. Don't ever repeat nothing you heard on no internet. Talking about something. That's what you heard. That's on the internet. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Unless you done heard specifically from, you know what I'm saying, from us. All right. Unless you heard that on the internet from us, it ain't worth repeating. Okay. Let's see. Let's get to scriptures on that. Go to. Okay, so was the question about do we all come from Adam and Eve? What was the exact question that they asked you? Like, because there's several different things about Adam and Eve that I could cover, but you know what I'm saying, to their point, what was they asking?
They asked me, I'm trying to get it clear. Was Adam and Eve, which was one man and one woman. No, Salakia Cap. It was the Garden of Eve. It was the Garden of Eve, Slacky Cap. Did she have sex with a snake? Like, I didn't have no clue how to answer that.
Oh, okay. Hey, them Christians are ridiculous, man. Now we do know that white women will sleep with animals. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never seen. I guess maybe if you just ram the snake up the vagina, I guess you can have sex with it that way. But I ain't never seen no snake, you know what I'm saying, with no tube to have no sex with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can do some freaky things out there. Okay, maybe they can. But no, Eve did not have sex with a snake. What'd you say?
Slacky Cap. Did she eat an apple?
Okay. Did she eat an apple? Did she have sex with a snake? No and no. You understand? That is not true at all. The serpent in the garden, it was a man. Okay. It was not a slithering snake. All right. What you gotta understand and know about the Bible, it is filled with metaphors. You understand? It's filled with symbolic things that, you may say, like for instance, right? In the hood, if a nigga snitch on somebody, he's called a what? A rat. Is he a literal rat? Is he? No, but he's considered a rat because he'll tell on you, right? Let me see. It's so many things so many examples we can use for that. You know what I mean? Like, let me see. When a person say, "Damn, shorty a bad bitch," what that mean? She attract. She got it going on, right? It's context and culture, right? You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, we them same people. You know what I'm saying? We the descendants of these people that wrote this. You understand? That spoke in that same fashion. That turned around and like Marvin Gaye, right? The song he wrote, "Sexual Healing." He said, "Baby, I'm hot just like an oven." Was he saying like the temperature, like he was 100 degrees? What did it mean when he said he was hot like an oven? He was horny. You understand? I mean, he had a hard rod, right? And he was ready to do something with that hard rod. Okay. He said he's hot just like an oven. He needs some loving. Okay. That's how we talk all day long. You understand? As far as, symbolically, metaphorically, and then, you know what I'm saying, what they like to say, ebonically. You know what I'm saying? We don't say, when we come to work, hey, Mr. Williams, how are you doing today? We don't talk like that. We're like, what up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? What up, fam? You know what I'm saying? What up, B? You know what I'm saying? What up, shorty? Something like that. That's how we greet each other. That's how we talk. And it's the same way in the Bible. And that's how the Bible was written. It wasn't written like plainly, like, you know what I'm saying, see cat jump, see dog run, look at Billy move. You know what I'm saying? It ain't written like that. So what you gotta know is what you reading in the Bible. Especially when you get to like what you said as far as eating the apple,
Yeah.
right? We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on we're gonna go over it. Go to Genesis 3 and 1. We'll just go over it, and then we'll break down what these things mean. You know, as far as your question, and so they asked you, did Eve have sex with a snake? Right now, yeah, the white woman had sex with a dog, and a pig and a cow and all kinds of nasty things. They sleep with all animals. You know what I'm saying? It was a woman, a white woman, slept with a monkey. She had bought a monkey for a pet and was sleeping with the damn thing, and the monkey couldn't take it no more. He was getting tired of being freaked by this animal. You know what I'm saying? The animal was getting tired of being freaked by an animal, and he mauled that lady. You turn around, you remember that? Ate her up, boy, beat her, ate her, killed her, ripped her face off, all that. You understand? Because of the nastiness. Like, get you a white man. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong? What's wrong with Bob? You know what I'm saying? Bob's a nice guy. He got a nice job. You know what I'm saying? He got a nice house, got a nice car. Go be with Bob. You know, why get a monkey? Okay? Why do a monkey that way? You know, monkey don't want your nasty ass. But Bob do. Bob know you slept with the monkey and everybody else in the neighborhood, but Bob will still love you and leave you an inheritance. When he die, he gonna put you in his will. You understand? Bob will do that. But the monkey, he was getting tired of that. He got tired of carrying it. And he mauled her ass, okay? So we do know white people sleep with animals, but this sister Eve did not. You understand? And we'll read it. Start at verse 1.
Come down, sir. Genesis, verse 1 and 1.
No. 3 and 1.
3 and 1. Slide
Got
it.
it. No sweat.
Genesis verses 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made.
Now, understand something. The Lord has referred to us as beasts several times, right? In the Bible. What did Christ say he came, who he came for? Just quote the scripture if you can recall.
He came from children of Israel.
That ain't what he said. He said he came for the what? The lost,
Lost sheep of the house of
the
Israel.
lost who?
Sheep.
Lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? We're being referred to as beasts right there. A sheep is a beast. Sheep is an animal, right? So Christ said he only was sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You have plenty of scriptures in here where we were referred to as animals, right? This right here is, this serpent is not talking about a literal slithering snake, right? Then what's really crazy is that in nowhere in this chapter it said that she had sex with the snake. You understand? It don't say nothing about no sex nowhere. And we're gonna read some more. So starting off, right, the serpent, this man that came to her talking to her, right, said some things to her. Keep reading.
So, sir. And he said unto the woman.
He said he what?
And he said
So
unto the
he
woman.
said how? So first off, how do we know the snake is a male or female? You understand? What if it's a female snake? How's it automatically a male snake? You understand? By saying he. He was a man. It wasn't no snake, right? Now, he was a snake though. He was a snake, but he wasn't a snake. He wasn't a literal snake, but metaphorically, what are they saying about you when they call you a snake?
Backstab, cutthroat.
Thank you. You understand? You're backstab. That's what this is right here. This person right here was a snake. Snakes are sneaky, right? What the old people back in the day, boy, somebody be done did something to somebody and they say, boy, you a goddamn snake in the grass. Why are they saying it about you? Because in the you don't see snakes coming in the grass. Snakes see you, right? You standing in your backyard at your barbecue pit. You understand? You barbecuing, you got that meat, that good old turkey on there, that good old chicken wings on there. You understand? You got them burgers on there. You doing your thing. All the time, the snake is sneaking up on you. You don't even see it. You don't even hear it. You understand? And before you know it, bam, this thing will bit you on your damn leg. You understand? You never saw the snake coming. The snake is so sneaky, so slick, and you never saw it coming. That's what the Bible is saying about this man. He was a serpent. He was a snake. You understand? He was sneak. It's going, and it says that he was more subtle than any beast of the field. What does the word subtle mean?
Like crafty, sneaky. Like
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, he was crafty. He was slick. You understand? He was slick. What does the Bible say about the so-called white man? It says that his words was what?
Smoother than butter.
Smoother than butter. The words of his mouth was smoother than butter. This the same man she was dealing with in the garden. You understand? She was dealing with the serpent. She was dealing with the same man that his words were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart. War is in the snake's heart right here. His words is smoother than butter, because you about to hear it. Go ahead, keep reading. He said to her what?
Yea, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Did God say you can't eat of every tree in the garden? You know what I'm saying? Listen to this. Ask a black woman a question, what's she gonna start doing? Running off in her mouth. She'll start running off in her mouth. Ask her something. You understand? Anything. The black woman, boy, she gonna talk. You understand? He asked her a question. He said, yea, has God said you shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Right? His words are smoother than butter. But remember, war is in his heart. He trying when he keep questioning this woman, you're gonna see that he's trying to get her to disobey God, to disobey her man. That's war. You understand? You know, in the ISUPK, we don't come up against one another. We ain't against each other. We're not against the brother or the sister in a marriage. The sister can't bring the brother to the council, then we just automatically against him. You know how niggas is in the world. Automatically against the goddamn man in the world. You'll get fried out there, boy. You'll be toast out there. You understand? You'll be burnt toast out there in the world. But in here, we on both of y'all side to keep y'all together. You understand? But this one, not this serpent. The serpent's goal was to get her to sin against God, like what he did, right? And he used smooth words to do it. Okay, so then now the woman, read verse 2.
Come, sir. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said you shall not eat of.
Okay, so we cover who the serpent is. It's a man, right? So now we get into the apple part where you said that they asked you did she eat an apple? Did they eat an apple? They asked you you mentioned it, right? Yeah. Okay. So they asked you, did they eat an apple? Right now, this is what she's saying. She says, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. Right. So where does this say apple at? It just say fruit, right? So what fruit was it? You don't know. So if it's not in here, you know what we do in the ISPK? We don't teach it. We don't teach that. This was clearly not literal fruit, right? Because if this was the case, why are we still eating apples today? Huh? You give a point. If apples was something that helped destroy the entire world by them eating it, why in the hell are we eating apples today? Why are we eating a red, big, juicy red apple, or Granny Smith green apple? You understand? Why are we eating any type of apples? You get what I'm saying? We shouldn't be eating apples. But apples are good. You understand? Apples are goddamn good. Matter of fact, I'm finna go buy me some. You understand? I'm gonna go get me some apples. Because guess what? You don't see, I've heard some people say it was a pomegranate. They just start making up all kinds of shit, man. You know, but we don't do that in the ISPK. Guess what? The meaning and the understanding and the words of the Bible, all of that is perfect. It's nothing wrong with it. It don't have to be modernized. It don't have to be remixed. You You know what I'm saying?
Common concept.
Like the original meaning is fine. It's nothing wrong with it. You understand? The words I done heard people say, "Well, I don't like the KJV because how it's written and all that." You can understand thee and thou and ye and yea and all that. You understand? You can understand hither. It's not that hard. You understand? It's not that hard. You can understand it. You don't need another translation to help you understand it better. All you need is a better goddamn teacher. And most people, I'm pretty sure them people you was talking to taught themselves, was teaching themselves what the Bible means. To turn around and say that she had sex, you understand, with snake, with the serpent, is disgusting. It's ludicrous. You understand? When that never even happened. First off, like I said, we're just reading the beginning, but so far we haven't heard anything about no damn sex. You understand? Sex ain't came into play nowhere. It don't even metaphorically say nothing about he hit it. You understand? It ain't nowhere in there. We're going to keep reading some more. You're going to find that what they believe is not in there. It's all Christian theory and thought and lies and philosophies. You understand? And ideology about what the Bible means. It's not the truth. You know what I mean? And I'm going to get the name of the person that came up with that nonsense too. Keep reading though.
Common concept.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. For God does know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened,
Mm-hmm.
and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Okay, now this is what this snake, this serpent, you understand, this, told this sister right here, girl, you ain't gonna die, baby. Real smooth. Baby, you ain't gonna die. You understand? God know that when you do eat, your eyes gonna be open. You know something else they teach in the church? Is that we was all walking around like this at one point. The Adam and Eve was walking around looking at each other like this with their eyes closed. You understand? Like Christianity is so stupid. You know what I'm saying? It is idiotic as could be. I thank the Most High for Commander Jimmy Hunt and ISUPK and the men that follow him every single day. How do I do that? By staying down with them. Because once they broke down the truth to me, it made sense. Shit makes sense. Christianity never made sense. Two people walking around looking at each other like this. They was alive, but their eyes was going. What the hell they got an eyeball for? They is that if at one point our eyes were shut completely and we couldn't see nothing. It doesn't make sense. So now since we seeing, now our eyes magically open. You understand? That don't even make sense. Eating an apple and then still eating apples don't even make sense. You understand? The woman having sex with a snake don't make sense. I know some sisters that like snakes. They like them damn things, but they ain't trying to sleep with them. You understand? Like Christianity is stupid. I'm telling you. I promise you. Christianity is disgusting. It's idiotic. It don't make sense, and it's not even in the Bible. Okay, so he said this is where the black woman gets that she is a god from. You understand? The serpent told her that first. The serpent told her this thousands of years ago. And what the black woman thinks she? Who else says that? Who else say that they? Who else women say that they God? The Africans, who they claim to be, do they say that?
No.
African women don't even say that. Who said that? Israelite women. Guess what? We come from this. Eve wasn't an Israelite, but she definitely was. You know what I'm saying? Our foremother. You understand? We are descendants. We come from her and him and Adam. You understand? So guess what? When people say you're naive, what does that mean? You're near to Eve. You just as simple. You understand? As Eve is. That's what naive means. You're near to Eve. You're just like her. You don't know nothing. Naive. Naive means near and close. You understand? You're close to Eve. You understand? Naive means you are close to Eve. You are just like her. You don't know anything. You understand? Eve, guess what? She She was naive, you know what I'm saying? She was near to her damn self, you know? And she proved it. And sisters prove it all the time. Let them open their mouth. They're going to show you just how naive they are. You understand? Why do you think brothers can run game, such good game, and get sisters out all their vagina? You understand? Because they naive. Black women will sit and swerve them down that they get out of a relationship, right? And they got treated so bad. But the next nigga, oh, he ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting no money. He ain't getting no sex. He ain't getting nothing from me. Ain't no nigga moving in. Ain't no nigga getting no car. He ain't driving my car. He ain't doing none of that baby boy shit no more. Ain't the next nigga ain't getting over on me. But then guess what? The next nigga get you out that vagina. Baby boy, you and your car. You understand what I'm saying? You're Jody all over again. You understand? Why? Because they are naive. You understand? They're naive. And Eve, guess what? She was the start of it. And we were reading it right here. To where this serpent, her husband taught her. This is how she was able to respond in verse 2. When it says, and the woman said unto the serpent, for her to even know how to respond, there's a reason for that. Hey, cut that fan off for me, y'all. There's a reason, throw out a word. There's a reason why she turned around and was able to respond to him, to this serpent, because of what her husband taught her. But this is the thing that sisters should be taking into consideration and in account and listening and understanding this. Because this story is in the Bible for a example. It's for a reason. For us to learn off of. Right? That's in Romans 15:4. Read that real quick. Get that from me real quick. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, read it to me out.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever thing were written aforetime
Mm-hmm.
were written for our learning.
So aforetime, what does that mean?
At the beginning? Like ancient times?
Not necessarily at the beginning, but before. Aforetime means before, right? And before the New Testament was what?
What now?
Hmm?
The New Testament wasn't in existence before?
No. What was written before the New Testament?
Oh, the Old Testament.
Old Testament, right.
Okay.
So that's the things written aforetime. That's what it's talking about. The things written in the Old Testament and the Apocrypha, because that came before the New Testament was written down. So the things written aforetime was written for our what?
For our learning.
For our learning. You know what sisters could learn from listening to the men in ISUPK and us breaking down these scriptures? Is how to become a better wife. You understand? You don't have to do like Eve. You don't have to be naive. You understand? You could actually put some sense into that big dumb head of yours. You understand? I'm like Jim Hyman now. Put some sense into that big dumb head. You know what I'm saying? So that's what sisters can do. By listening to us break this down right here about how this sister did not listen to her man and she fucked everything up. You understand? All because she didn't listen. She listened to someone else. And let me ask you a question. How many women you know today listen to everybody but they goddamn man?
Every one of them.
Damn near every last one of them. You understand? They'll tell you about what they cousin think and what they sister said and what they mama said. Oh my God, they mama. Ooh-wee. They mama, whatever mama say come first. You understand? Whatever her friends say, because see, my friends got my best interests at heart. They sit there, I got a whole man at home. He don't listen to nothing he say. But we'll listen to everybody else that they think got some good information for them. And what they don't understand is sometimes too much information is bad. Because here you are, you pulled in 20 different directions trying to do what 20 different people say to do about your one problem. You understand? You got this person that's speaking from their experience or what they feel about the situation, and then because this person love you so much, and you they girl, and you they friend, and you they, you know what I'm saying? Then they speaking from that point. You got all these people giving you all this advice, and then guess what? You still gonna turn around and you gonna F that up too. You understand? Because you're trying to put all this advice together. You understand? In your head, you ain't that smart no goddamn way. You understand? But then here you trying to put all these damn this advice on top of all your thoughts, and you're already confused, and you're already, you understand, dumb as hell. You're already naive. You already got all these problems. You understand? But you know what they won't do? They won't listen to their man. They won't listen to their man. Adam taught Eve, told her what to do, what not to do. She knew it. She took it in. It was here. It was there. But you know what? That serpent turned around and came through and was what they call it, nickel slick. Slicker than oil. You understand? He was slick. He was smooth. He was crafty. All he did was ask questions to get the whole thing started. I done seen that happen. I done seen white men turn around or white women start talking to black women on some of my contracts. They turn around to come in and say hi, and boy, before you know it, Shaquita telling Karen her whole life story. You understand? Running down their whole life story, what happened at home with Dante. They telling Bob what happened at home with Dante and how he, you know what I'm saying, doing her wrong and this and that. I done seen it on several contracts of mine. Black women just open right up and start yapping, boy. I'd be like, God damn. You know what I mean? Like, but won't come here and get no real counsel so we can help fix that problem. You just want somebody to listen to you run your mouth. Nobody want to hear that. How about shutting up? You know? You want to talk all the damn time. How about shutting up? How about being quiet? You understand? How about learning to do what you told first before you talk so damn much? You understand? Straight up. So like I said, this sister right here, she turned around and did the same damn thing. She didn't listen to her man. She listened to somebody else. She listened to another man instead of her own. Right? And then read verse 6.
Sir. Verse 6. That ye may with one mind and one mouth.
Hold on. Salaki. Go back to Genesis. I'm sorry.
Oh, Salaki, yeah.
I'm sorry. Matter of fact, finish that up where you at in 15 and 4. In verse, you read 4. Read verse 5 now.
Okay.
Matter of fact, just start over from the top. Verse 4.
Sir.
Come on.
For whatsoever thing we were written at aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Okay, so guess what? You turn around and have patience and comfort through these scriptures. You understand? So you can have some hope. Ain't no hope in Eve having sex with a snake. Ain't no hope in that. Ain't no hope in eating a damn apple. That's what they did wrong in the garden. Ain't no hope in that. You understand? But there is hope when you can break down a metaphorical story that was written in like a poetic fashion to where you can break that down and make it make sense to where it's realistic, where it's reality. This was a brother and a sister. You understand? When you can break that down, you got some hope then. But that magical mess, like for instance, like Jesus being a spirit, teaching that he was like Casper the ghost, just walking around talking to people. You understand? Like there ain't no hope in that. You know, how could you compare with a ghost? How can you turn around and compare what they say at the church, be Christ-like? Ain't that what they say? How the hell, Christ was a ghost? You understand? If he was a spirit, how the hell can you be spirit-like when you a nigga? You understand? We men and women, how the hell is we gonna be spirit-like? That don't even make sense. But you got hope. When you get the actual story and the truth, it's hope in these scriptures now. Because now I can see this woman went off and did not obey her husband, right? She didn't listen to her man. Now that makes sense. That make a whole lot of sense now. Because guess what? Well, what are women doing today? not listening to their man.
Come, come.
You understand? They done made songs about it, you know? And guess what? The white man backs it. Woman gets to do what she wants to do. She don't listen to no nigga. What is she? Free. You understand? And single again, you know? Here she go again. It's terrible. For those, yeah, you single again. Meaning you do this quite often. You get in a relationship and get out of a relationship. You get in a nigga bed and get out a nigga bed and go get in another nigga bed. You do that often.
A cycle of course.
You understand? You do that quite often. But the white man stamps that and allows black women to act a fool and be nasty as they want to be. You understand? Why? Because his goal is to destroy all of us. Her and us. You understand? That's the white man's goal. And she don't know. She's so naive and silly in her brain. She don't know she playing right into it. Eve played right into his plan. You understand? Was to turn around and destroy that family. That's what that serpent's goal was, to destroy that family. And he did. Now, when it says, now go back to chapter 3, Genesis 3, and then read 6. That's why I wanted you to start at. All right.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food,
Mm-hmm.
and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired
Mm-hmm.
to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat,
Mm-hmm.
and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Okay, now, so when it says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, what does that mean? What took place right then and there?
Like that, I have no clue.
Like, nice and loud word. Say it again.
I don't know, Cap.
Okay, no sweat. She was convinced, right? It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, she turned around and listened to the serpent. When you go back to verse 4, and the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. What did she say she was gonna die from? Eating the fruit. She told her, no, you ain't gonna die. Not at all. Right? He said to her, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. What is the knowing the good and the evil?
I don't know, Cap.
No sweat. Knowing the good and the evil is, we were only supposed to know good, right? What's evil is the curses, okay? The judgments, the punishments for you breaking the law, right? We were supposed, all we supposed to know was keeping it and us being blessed. When you break it, you get cursed, right? You get punished. Okay? The consequences of you breaking the law. Okay, say for instance, like a crackhead, right? It's against the law for Israelites to smoke crack. If you did not smoke crack, you would know good, wouldn't you? But since you know evil, you know crack, you know what? How it is, you know evil. What's evil? Name some things that's evil about crack. After you smoke it, what happens? You lose everything. You start stealing. You start prostituting right around this corner. You lose your teeth. You lose weight. No family don't want to deal with you. You end up going to jail. You understand? During the pandemic, it messed me up. You know, I ride through here every day. I gotta go through the whole stroll every day to come here from my house to class, right? And during the pandemic, I saw the prostitutes out there wearing masks so that they wouldn't catch a cold. But a car could pull up and you'll put whatever he has to offer you in your mouth. but you got a mask on. Try not to catch a cold. How about don't catch all them rods them cars you jumping in and out of? You understand? How about that? How about don't catch the AIDS that you're going to get from doing that? You understand? How about don't catch the STD that you're going to catch from doing that? You see what I'm saying? But they had masks on trying to cover their mouth so they wouldn't catch a cold. Right? Mm-hmm. But like I said, but they caught them STDs, so they catch those all the time. You know what I mean? So that's the part that's the things that's evil, right? Knowing good and evil. The good is just knowing thou shalt not eat the swine, right? That's all we supposed to know. You know what? Oh, we ain't supposed to eat no pork. Don't give me no ham. Since we eat pork, what do we know? Diabetes, cancer. You understand? Since we eat unlawfully, because there's several different meats. I just chose pork just as one. But there's several different meats that the Lord said is unclean unto us. So if you eat those unclean things, what you get? Upper respiratory infections, what's the other? High blood pressure. Not high blood sugar, that's diabetes. High blood pressure. What's the other one? Shit, I forgot the other one. Just off the tip of my tongue. But you get the point. You know what I'm saying? Cholesterol, you can get high cholesterol. What else? All kinds of things can happen to you if you do not eat according to the dietary law. If you eat according to the dietary law, you'll only know good. Right? You only know good. You won't know the evil side of you eating those things. Right? Let's say, what else? Smoking. Right? Smoking weed, smoking cigs, smoking crack, smoking whatever the hell, hookahs and blunts. You understand? Zigzags, whatever the hell you roll up inside them things. You understand? Because now, you know, they mixing it with fentanyl now. It's gonna be a lot of niggas gonna start dying in just a minute. Like, I never understood. I was wondering, how are people still smoking crack when it was killing everybody, and when they started poison? You know, remember they used to put rat poison in the crack. Oh, you know that? Oh man, when I heard that, I heard several people had died from that. You can look it up. They was poisoning the crack. It's poison already poison. It's already poison. It was killing niggas. I don't know what's in that crack, but I just knew I ain't want none of that. Damn, boys, that rhymed, didn't it? I don't know what's in that crack, but I just know I didn't want none of that. But just said, I was like, damn. But then, and I saw the people in my family that was smoking it. Saw the people in the neighborhood, what all it did. So I'm like, damn, why do they want to smoke crack? I just don't get it. You know, why do they smoke crack? Now they mixing crack with fentanyl. They mixing the fentanyl with the crack too. So I mean, doing drugs in 2023, man, you're gonna be a damn fool. You want to die. You want to die knowing that they are mixing fentanyl with everything, and all it takes is a little sprinkle out. That's all it takes, is just a little sprinkle. It don't even take no whole lot of fentanyl to kill you. Just a little pinch. You understand? You know, a punch is a lot, but a pinch, just a little bit, will kill you. And fentanyl. And guess what? They doing it. They still smoking weed mixed with fentanyl. They still smoking crack mixed with fentanyl. You know, they did that back in the day. They want to kill you. They killing these people, man. You understand? You put rat poison in the crack, you trying to kill the crackhead. They're already dead and dying and gonna die in a minute anyway, but you trying to hurry that process up. And they was mixing rat poison with the crack. Straight up. They turned around and now they mixing the fentanyl with the crack and with the weed. You know, they was already mixing the what's some things? Primo, that's weed mixed with crack. You understand? I think that's what it's called, a primo. Weed, crumble up the crack and put it in the weed, and then that was called primo. You understand? That would turn around and have you going bonkers. I just don't understand it, man. You know? I just don't understand drug users. You know? I just don't understand what is in that shit to where you just cannot stop. You just cannot get off of it. I don't understand weed, whether it's crack, whether it's pills, whatever drug you want. I just cannot understand what's in that shit, you understand, to make you be on it like that. You know? And then when I came here, I found out it's not necessarily what's in there, it's what happened to that person. You know, our people, we suffer from a lot of traumas. You know what I'm saying? Especially childhood. You know? And I know some that have been smoking weed since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? since they was 10, 11. You know, all because of what happened to them when they was 6 and 7 and 8. You understand? They turned to a drug, or some adult offered them some drugs after they did such a heinous thing to them. You understand? I heard a lot of stories. You know, so like I said, you got to turn around and you come here and you get the breakdown of these scriptures, and you can actually have some hope, right? So now when it says, so she was convinced, right? And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired, to make one wise. Now, let me ask you a question. If this was apple, like what the people that asked you the question said, would an apple make you smart? Just eating an apple? Like, man, look, as a kid, I ate a ton of apples. You understand? I still had to go to class, though. You know what I'm saying? I still had to go to school and learn. I didn't eat an apple and just was like, damn, that's a skyscraper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just figure it out. Yes, I had to go to class, and they went through this book, and they turned around and opened it up, and the teacher said, this is a skyscraper. That's how I learned what a skyscraper was. Not because I turned around and ate an apple. You understand? And then I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to give you a precept to show you that what this tree represent as well. And it wasn't no fruit at all. Wasn't no outside tree that's in your front yard or your backyard. Okay? I'm going to show you that. And then it says, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Okay, go to hold on one second. Is it Ezekiel? Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ezekiel, because one is in that's not the one. Hold on, that's in Isaiah. Yeah, go to Ezekiel 31. I think. Let me see. Hold on. And. Hold on one second. Let me skip down. Verse 3. Start at verse 3.
31:3. Come on, sir. Ezekiel 31:3. And behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches.
Do you see that? The Assyrian. Who was the Assyrian?
It's a group of people, right?
It's a group of people being called what? Trees. He was a cedar, right?
Come.
With fair branches. A cedar tree is big and beautiful, right? Big and beautiful branches. That's the tree that was in the garden. It was other people. You understand? But she turned around. The fruit. What they did was they disobeyed God, right? Served another God. That's what it is. You understand? The people round about, okay, she told her, this man, because there wasn't no snake, wasn't a literal snake. He was a snake. He was slick. He was sneaky, right? He did tell her that, hey, God said, look, that stuff God told you, it ain't true. You ain't gonna die. I'm telling you right now, you ain't gonna die if you eat that. Eat this fruit. It wasn't an apple. You understand? It was not an apple. Okay? What this was people. That's what the trees represented. Okay? When she saw that the tree was good for food, to learn, to take in, to ingest, right? To take in information. You know, when a nigga say, man, I'm trying to eat, what that mean? Do it mean it's dinner or lunch or breakfast? Is he saying he wants a turkey sandwich? You know what I'm saying? Or he wants a cinnamon roll? What is he saying? When he said, "I'm trying to eat," what does that mean?
Money, Johnny.
He trying, right? Come on, right? Come on, right? Exactly. So, like I said, the way we talk don't always mean word for word. That's exactly what, a tree in the Bible was not talking about an actual. There's times where there's trees, right, where it's literal trees. This ain't one of those times, right? Fruit. There could be a time in the scripture where it's talking about a literal piece of fruit. This ain't talking about that because, like, for instance, the Bible talks about how the Most High, he has a favorite everything, right? And his favorite fruit is a pomegranate, right? Not an apple. You understand? Now, in that context, that's talking about a literal piece of fruit. When the Most High is describing his favorite everything, right? But not in this context. In this context, this fruit means something else. It's good for food. What she's learning from them trees, she's taking it in, right? Like, for instance, oh my God. I'm going to give you a job. I want you to find something for me, right? But there was a commercial that they played on the radio. They used to play on the radio all the time. I want you to find this commercial for me. It was about child support. And it was this white woman. And what it said, before I received my child, no, she said, when I received my first child support check, it was Christmas. No, you know what? It wasn't Christmas, but it sure felt like it. What this white woman was doing was giving food for black women to eat, right? She was giving information, right, to turn around and have, and you know what happened after that? Child support went through the roof. Black women heard that and started putting their man on child support more. It grew after that, right? I give you another one. When 8 Ball and MJG came out, remember that? When the brother spit them lyrics and said real niggas believe in beating them hoes down, push their head into a wall until you hear that cracking sound, you know what went through the roof? Domestic violence. I saw it. I witnessed it. Here I am rolling. I got monstrous beats in all of my cars. And that's why I can't hear shit now. But turn around, I'm riding, vibing to a song. But then I'm watching niggas beating shit out. I'm talking about my family. You understand? I'm talking about my family. I seen it in my family first. Then I seen it in my partners. And I seen it in the neighborhood I grew up in. It went through the roof. You understand? They took that food and they ate it. They took it in. You understand? This was not no literal piece of fruit. Okay? So, and then when it said, of course, it would make her wise. Okay, the information that we think we get from white people, like I said, that child support shit, black women really think putting a man on child support is wise. Black women really think that what they do behind white people is wise. They really believe that. They really believe it's smart. Why? Because the white man said it. It's got to be right. He said it. He doing it. She doing it. You understand? But what they don't understand is they say things and do things so that you can destroy yourself and your family. That's why they tell us. That's why they give us information. This information that he gave her, it destroyed her. It destroyed him. You understand? We would have had it going on. If we'd have passed down or keeping the laws and obeying the Lord, if we'd have passed that down, not sin. You understand? But because of them sinning, they done passed that down to us. And guess what? Everybody afterwards sinned, except for our king. You understand? Everybody else ended up sinning. Okay? So, keep reading about the fair branches. Keep reading that in Ezekiel.
Come on, sir. And with a shadowing shroud.
Okay, a shadowing shroud, or shadow, trees, they turn around and give you shade. You understand? It's so big. That's why people, black people, as a matter of fact, that's in the Bible too, where we sit up under what we call shade trees. Big old trees that give you shade. And I know you seen it in the hood where niggas be sitting out on milk crates You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, drinking their beer. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Standing there talking shit, drinking their beer, however they do it. You know, that's how we get down, you know? So keep reading.
And of an high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs.
Mm-hmm.
The waters made him great, the deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants.
Okay, so in other words, what this tree had is this tree had it going on, right? And it was an Assyrian. Assyrians are white, right? They white people. So in the garden, Eve, when she turned around and saw that the tree was good for food, she realized that, damn, you know what? Maybe following them and doing what they do, maybe celebrating Christmas ain't so bad after all. Maybe celebrating Halloween ain't so spooky after all. Trunk or treat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, listen, you know what? Guess what? Women's empowerment. You understand? You damn right. What was it? The women's liberation movement. You know what I'm saying? Women got rights and all this. Yeah, you already got rights. I don't even see who's trying to suppress your rights. You understand? I want to suppress your mouth sometimes and put a zipper on that damn thing. But I don't want to suppress your rights. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you turn around and the black woman see whatever the white woman do and the white man do, and think that shit is wise. She say, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. You understand? Mm-hmm. Instead of listening to her man, listening to her God. You see what I'm saying? She won't do that. Okay? So that's basically what that tree was talking about other people. All right? Not a literal tree. Not a literal cedar. They like a cedar tree, though. You know what I'm saying? Like a pine tree, like an oak tree. It's like one. You see what I'm saying? But not a literal tree. It's a person. When somebody says that LeBron James is the GOAT, what that mean?
Greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time. He saying the GOAT. You know, when they have memes, they actually have a goat on the meme, don't they? They put an actual goat on the meme. But they're not saying he's the actual animal. They're saying he's the greatest at whatever he's doing. And he's the greatest of all time playing basketball. Right? They said Lil Wayne was the GOAT, I think, right? They said that, why? Because they were saying he was the greatest rapper of all time. You understand? So that's how we talk. We talk like that. And I don't be understanding how niggas miss that. When it come to God, they want to get all proper. You understand? They want to be all white. When the Bible ain't proper and it ain't white. It's not even written that way. God talking slang. You understand? It's in the Bible. The Most High talks in slang. Our people talk in slang. You understand? What they call it, Ebonic. Our people talk Ebonically. We don't say words. We ain't say English words straight. You know what I mean? We ain't never talk like that. You got some that do, you know? Mm-hmm. And they think that that's the way that we are. It's not how we are as a people entirely. You understand? Mm-hmm. As a whole, this is how we talk. You understand? This is how we talk right here. Okay, so we got the tree. Go back to verse 7. Start at verse 7.
30.
Genesis 3 and 7.
Genesis chapter 3, verses 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked.
Mm-mm-mm.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
Okay, so they was walking around in their birthday suits all day long, according to Christianity. You understand? What this represents is them sewing the fig leaves together. This is talking about like the cultures of the other people, the trees. You understand? They took the culture of them people try to hide themselves in their culture, right? Like niggas do today. Like if they don't accept that they Israelites, they will accept that they what?
Americans,
No. What will a nigga accept and say that they are?
a nigga,
No. Come on.
black.
Another nation of people.
Oh,
They'll say that they what? They won't say they Israelites, they'll say they what?
black.
No.
Help me out, Cap.
Africans.
You right.
Niggas say they Africans all day.
Come.
And what do? They hide in their culture, don't they? They sell fig leaves. They get an ankh, put a big old ankh on. They don't wear a shield. They'll say the shield is satanic.
Come.
You understand? Got some old demonic energy and all kind of stuff they say. This thing ain't never got hot around my neck. I ain't never seen it move on its own. Just, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never done nothing, you know? But just look good. You know what I'm saying? That's all. This sterling silver thing that I had designed look good. That's all it do. You know what I'm saying? But they turn around and wear dashikis, right? Africans don't even wear that African mess. You know what I'm saying? Them old dumbass hats that they was wearing on Coming to America. Africans don't even dress like that, man. They wear 2 little suits and funny looking shoes. That's how Africans dress, man. Or they have dumb striped shirts on and big old pants on. I seen I live around some and I work with some. And boy, they look stupid as hell. But they don't even wear that African mess, man, that niggas be wearing. You know what I mean? But that's what black people do. They try to hide themselves in the culture, try to mix and blend in, you understand, in the cultures of the other people. That's what we do. We do that with every culture. You know, we the first Asiatic black man and all this nonsense. We ain't Asiatic. We ain't fucking Asians. We Israelites. Why can't we just be who we are? You understand? It's not that it's not as bad as it seems. You understand? To turn around and be one of the greatest damn people to ever live, like the descendant of them. You understand? To be the greatest people to ever live and walk the earth. It's not that bad. It's actually a good thing. When we get back to the Most High laws, oh my God, come on. You understand? When our sisters are not thoughts. When our brothers are not facts. You understand? When they not drug dealers and stick up kids, and they still doing that, I'm sure. You understand? I don't know what they call it now, but I'm pretty sure they doing it. When they turn around and get away from that, man, then, you understand, we'll be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So you get the point now, and then furthermore, don't try to teach nobody nothing. Somebody got a question, you send them this way. You understand? You give them one of the flyers and say, you know what? You can call this number and you get whatever question you got answered. Right now, you are a young man, you are a student, and you are learning. You understand? Like you said, you don't know the answers. You didn't know. And you know what? That was the most perfect thing that you could have said and done. Was, I don't know. Let me ask. You understand? Let me ask, because I'm telling you, so many people try to. I've seen brothers, you know, that try to go out there and teach, and when you gotta learn first. You understand? And I'm talking about people that's outside here. I see it every day on Clubhouse. You see when I be on there, when you come in here, when we on that Clubhouse thing, you hear the stupidity coming out these people's mouths that's teaching this nonsense. You understand? I'm like, man, I'm sitting there listening like, damn, you really got somebody following you and listening to this shit? Like, people actually listen to you? You know what I mean? The people that, I remember my old insurance agent, was it my house insurance? I can't remember which one it was. But turned around and found out I was an Israelite. We talked a little bit, right? You know what she did? She dropped that same nonsense on me about Eve having sex with the snake, with the serpent. And it didn't say that she did that nowhere in the scripture. It didn't say that they had any kind of sexual encounter at all. It didn't even say he was looking at her sobbing melons and breathing all over, slobbing all on. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say he turned around, he saw that big old dunk she had. You know, the black woman got some dunks on them out. You understand? It don't say that he saw that dunk. It was like, damn, I like what you working with. It don't mention nothing sexual. So, you know, they add that. You understand? They adding that nonsense. That's not what happened. She just simply disobeyed her man and went and did what her man told her not to do. Like I said, she tried, but the serpent was just a lot smoother than she was. You understand? A lot slicker, more craftier than her. She wasn't. She's naive. You understand? She just sitting there saying, oh, no, God said we ain't supposed to eat of that fruit. She don't know that this serpent got war on his mind and on his heart. You understand? She don't know he coming at her, attacking her. This was an attack on this sister and this brother. She don't understand that. Like most sisters don't understand war. Because guess what? They ain't trying to war. They women. You understand? Leave the warring up to the men. Okay? Let us go to war. You turn around and have me some dinner ready when I come home. That's what you do. All right? But that right there should cover that. Because like I said, there wasn't no fruit. You see the tree. So if the tree was people, it don't mean it ain't got nothing to do with no fruit. You understand? What that was what she was taking in, what she was hearing. Right? It was like, oh, yeah, I can eat this. Yeah, I can eat this right here all day long. That's what she was saying. She could do it. So it sounds good. It sounds like a good idea. Christmas, I can see it now. I have a big old tree in my living room. I could turn around and deck the halls. You understand? I could throw the little, what they call that shit they sprinkle? That little shit they throw on the tree, the little shape, little shreds. What is that mess called? I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about? Who? Stencil? Tinsel? Okay, I can take the tinsel, I can just throw it on the tree. I can see it now. That's what Eve was saying. Not saying that actual Christmas, but I'm just saying Christmas is, that is of the other nations of people, right? That is their made up holidays. And black people, what do we? Oh my God! Don't go to a black house on Christmas. They playing all of the Christmas albums from Mariah Carey to The Temptation to, what I'm saying, everybody. Okay? Tyrese, everybody's Christmas album is being played in the black house. They got the decorations. They got the mistletoe. You understand? They got, oh my God, it's crazy. I grew up in a Christian household. And Christmas, oh my God, man, family was so happy. Boy, the crackheads in the family was happy about Christmas. I'm looking at how you live all year long, wondering when you're going to get yourself together. But on Christmas, boy, they was in a totally different spirit. Oh, they was turned up. They love their family around Christmas, don't they? They love their family around Christmas. But as soon as Christmas is over, you stealing from your family that you claimed that you just loved 2 weeks ago. You understand? You done stole something from them. You understand? 2 weeks after Christmas, after you done loved them so all year, you've been waiting for Christmas. You understand? As our people love what the other nations of people have to offer. And this is why we are in the situation that we are in. You understand? We can't take the fruit of their tree and try to eat it. We can't do that. We have a God. They do not. Our God said to obey him. That's that. That's what we are supposed to be doing. You understand? So like I said, it had nothing to do with no fruit. It had nothing to do with no tree. It had nothing to do with no snake, no literal snake. It had nothing to do with no sex or none of that, man. They just don't understand the Bible. And then here's something else. Everything that you thought you knew, let me give you another scripture. Because this is how you'll learn the Bible. And I know you understand because you're here. You keep coming here. But I'm going to give you another scripture real quick. And this will help you out too. Give me Matthew 9, and I believe I want you to start at verse 15. See, that's where I want you to start at. 16.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 16. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto unto an old garment.
Mm-hmm.
But that which is put in it to fill it up, take it from the garment, and the rent is made worse.
So let's break that down. So no man putteth a piece of new cloth into an old garment. Just think about a patch, right? Patches never match the pants, do they? The jean is always lighter or darker than your jeans. You understand? And then whether you sew it on or iron it on, it's made worse because now that spot is standing out. You understand? It's standing out. You had a small little tear in there. Nobody really noticed that. But once you put a patch over it, to yourself trying to fix it, now it's standing out because now you got this big old light blue damn patch when your pants is dark blue. You understand? So the rent is made worse by you trying to fix it, right? So no man take and patch clothes. Now sisters, what they do now is they take a hole, they make it a little bigger and make a fashion statement out of it now. You understand? It's kind of fashion. They turn around, cut another couple of rips in a row and slant it, and, you know what I'm saying? Do all that and for fashion. But normally, when you turn a hole in your clothes, you do what with them? Get rid of them. Yeah. So it's saying, no man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in it to fill it up, take it from the garment, take it away from the pants. Because now everybody's saying, what you do, bust your pants? You know what I'm saying? But what happened? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I was, riding my bike and I fell. You know what I'm saying? Something like whatever. You know? Now people notice, they really notice your damn pants. And it's made worse. Alright, read 17.
17. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved.
Okay, so think about that. When you done, if you buy a bottle of liquor right now, alright, when you done with it, what you do with the old bottle? Toss it. And go do what? Get you a new one. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? If you was to take and try to pour some liquor in the old bottle, right? You turn around, it's too strong. Okay? And it's gonna turn around and it's gonna bust that old bottle. Right? So you take a new bottle and put new wine in that new bottle. And both are preserved. Instead of you busting your bottle, you breaking your bottle and spilling your wine. Nigga, don't want to spill that liquor. You know what I'm saying? What my man say on Pinky? I'm gonna spill this on $100 soup. You know what I'm saying? Don't be spilling no wine. Don't be spilling no liquor. You know what I'm saying? You turn around and break the bottle, you're gonna destroy the bottle and you destroying the liquor. But if you get a new bottle for some new wine, you preserve both of them. But this is talking about is you have to become a new bottle. You understand? You can't turn around and put new information into an old bottle. If you try to be that old person that you was, that old Christian that you always been, that believe Eve had sex with a snake, this new information, it ain't going in that old ass bottle. That old raggedy ass bottle. This new information that I'm gonna put in there, it's gonna bust the bottle. Have you seen what we do to people at camp when they come and try to bring their Christian thoughts, right, to the men of God? They try to come up against the truth. What do they do when we give them that information? They break. They can't take it. They can't handle it. They like, oh man, Jesus wasn't black. You know how many people that we argue with talking about Jesus wasn't black? Niggas. You know how many people we argue with that said Christ only died for you and your people? Christ only died for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And you know niggas cannot take that new information in. They crack. Remember that sister that we told at camp downtown? Well, I kept telling her, sis, we out here for you. No, you ain't. You my sister, not the white people. No, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't take that new information. She couldn't take it. Why? Because she's used to being an individual. She's used to loving white people. She's used to, however, she's actually used to being homeless. That way for a long ass time. Go ahead, come on with it.
She said they was up people, and everybody up people, and those people walk past her.
kept telling us that we wasn't her people. That I wasn't her, but the white folks were. She told me, y'all doing this wrong. Y'all doing this wrong, talking against white people. That's what she said. That we were doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? I guess you got it right, though. You got it so right. The white man got you sleeping on concrete. You got it so right that the white man got you sleeping on the concrete. You understand? So, like I said, that sister, she's going to have to humble herself and become a new bottle. She's going to take all that old bottle. What you say you do with it when you done drinking? You got to toss it. You got to throw that old information away. That has to go in the garbage. Because it ain't going to fit in here. A literal piece of fruit, that did not happen. An apple, it did not happen. You can't. That ain't going to fit here in the truth. You understand? The tree actually being a tree in your backyard, you know what I'm saying? You go outside, you know all the trees that's in front of that house right there, that's across the street. They ain't talking about those trees. They're talking about people. You understand? So that information, that old information, right? You turn around them old pans, you gotta throw those away. Got a hole in it. You understand? And you gotta get you a new garment. You understand? So to receive new information, you have to become a new bottle. You understand? And you gotta throw that old bottle in the trash. And we'll get, go ahead, come on.
It's like that. This is so great that you're saying this because I don't like saying this right here. The other day, like maybe I've been running all old people, old gang friends, old people that hang with them crazy, like old friends. Now, I'm not saying, but I couldn't believe I was rocking with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just couldn't believe I was rocking with these guys. I got the tattoo, and they showed me a picture of this house I went over just to get close. And they let me know I'm feeling good. He took me in the house like, man, remember this man? You know, you do this, that. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't even remember that. He said, man, you messed up all the time. I'm like, right. So he showed me the picture. I was proud really good. I drew on the wall, man. It was this evil clown type dude, guns. It's like
Yeah.
changed now.
Yeah. You know what? That's a test too. That's a test to see if you're gonna go back in the world. You understand? Of course, all that stuff that you used to do and all the people you used to be down with, they're going to try to draw you back into the world. You understand?
Here are some pictures that
Misery love company, right? Sinners love company and sin. They don't want to sin by themselves. Ain't no fun smoking by themselves. Damn, Snoop Dogg say ain't no fun if your homies can't have none. Yeah, they sharing the same one. You understand? Y'all sinning together. You know, ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. That's disgusting. Ain't no fun firing up no blunt by myself. You call my partner, man. Come smoke with me, dog. Fire up. You understand? I got 5 on. All them weed songs niggas be singing. I put in on the weed. We all smoke together. You know? Ain't no fun sinning it by yourself. So sinners love company and sin. So guess what? They gonna keep coming until they finally just get the point. You stay down in here, they gonna finally get the point. Like, nah, we ain't getting that one back. We just lost that one, so we got to smoke with somebody else. Go ahead. Huh?
I went over. It was last Shabbat. I had just it was the last time I was with you. I had my war crown on and the scar thing. I was fully warmed up. I popped up the bed on. It's like it's cool. Stand off. It's just like you said. It's like I'm not even feeling it. That whole vibe. I'm changing. It's not you. That crown is scary to me, man. Like
Yeah.
they respect you. They back up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. The Bible says for us not to hang with sinners. Right? Now, understand this. Our family, our mothers, our fathers, if they in the world, they all sinners, right? Not saying you can't have lunch with your daddy. Not saying you can't sit over your mother or your father's house and talk to them, have a conversation with them. You understand? You can't do the things that they do. So when niggas is on the block hustling, you can't hang with them. You understand? Because guess who's gonna get caught up and go to jail while you out there while they selling? You gonna go to jail too. You understand? They hey, you out here, you gotta have something on you. And if they don't, we'll put it on you. You understand? It's enough crack out here. It's enough crack in their trunk. You understand? They do that. They plant dope on it. You know it. You know it like I know. What's famous Lake Shaw? You know what I'm saying? Lake Shaw cop here. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, see? Look at you. how many people he set up? A lot of them. You understand? He set a lot of brothers up. You understand? That didn't even have drugs. But he turned around and put cases on niggas. A lot of them. You understand? Where you come from? California? Came from California, boy, and raised hell in the goddamn hood here. You understand? That devil came here and raised hell in the hood. And if I'm mistaken, I think he's still working the force. They got him doing something else now. You understand? He ain't out on the beat, on the streets, but he's still on the force doing something. You understand? He worked his way up. You understand? By destroying black men. He worked his way up by destroying black men. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they out there doing the things they do, you know, you definitely can't be around. When they getting high, you understand? No, just knowing that they get high, just don't even hang with them. You understand? Because if you hang with them, eventually they're going to keep asking you to smoke that blunt with them. You understand? They'll keep asking you. You just might get weak. You just might sin against the Lord again. So once you turn around and get yourself clean, don't go back into the world. It ain't worth it. You understand? You done stop doing whatever evil thing you was doing. No, I don't even care what it was. You understand? You done change your life, stay changed. You understand? General Hyman said it, boy. He said, if you stay down, you'll come up. You understand? Hey, you see me, I'm staying down. You understand? I'm staying down. I ain't got nowhere else to go. Alright? So with that, we're going to go ahead and end the class. Shalom is real.
That was fast. Yeah, that's when you got good topics, huh?